Okay, so for sure what you're going to be asked to give the simple interest formula and the compound interest formula. They're right there, okay? Simple interest formula is interest equals principal times rate times time. And I've defined what everything is below it. Compound interest formula is amount equals principal, parentheses, 1 plus the rate, close parentheses, to the time, raised to the time power. And I've defined everything below it. This will probably be the first question, or the first two questions you're going to get asked, is to, again, give me the formulas. I don't want anything other than this, okay? Nothing other than this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's make up a problem. And I've been recording every single class's notes because they've all been different. One. Okay. All right. So the first thing you want to do, because you will get a question similar to this, is you want to go ahead and break it up into like 2 columns, okay? So let's do simple. And we know our simple is going to be I equals principal times rate times time. All right? And then on the other side, let's do compound. And our compound interest formula is A equals principal 1 plus rate time power. Okay? So we have 2 here, 2 formulas. And let's go ahead, just because it's easier to do this, I think. Let's like define our variables right now. Okay? So as we define it, let's go ahead and say our principal is 625. Our interest rate is 7.25%. But remember, if you do all the math using this number, you will get it wrong. You have to turn this into a decimal. You have to convert this into a decimal. You have to convert this into a decimal. You have to convert this into a decimal. I can't stress that enough. You will get the whole thing wrong if you do not convert it into a decimal. And to do that, you just move it 2 places to the left. 1.0725. Okay. Oh, and you know what? We just converted it. We don't need that. And then time. 5 years. So let's go ahead and start doing the math, okay? I'm going to start with simple first. Let's just plug in our numbers. I equals principal, 625, times the rate. Again, we want the decimal, 0.0725, and then we want time. The time is 5. Okay? So multiply that out. Somebody give me the number, please, for interest. Actually, you know what? I think I have a calculator right here. 625 times 0.0725 times 5. Is that what you guys got? Confirm if I did it wrong. Okay. 226.56. So interest is 226.56. Now keep in mind, this is only your interest. It's not the entire amount. You still have to add the principal. So you notice our compound interest formula has an A right here. The amount is already built into the formula. But for simple interest, I keep it separate, primarily because I don't want to make it harder than it is. So amount equals the principal that you started with plus the interest that you just got. Our principal was $625 plus our interest $226.56, and we just add it up. What do you get, guys? You could use a calculator, yes. There we go. 851 and 56 cents. Okay. All right. So that's how much money you would have if you left it in a simple interest account for 5 years. All right. And that's to say the AirPods would not be worth that much after 5 years. Okay. All right. So let's try the compound interest now. So we're going to the right side. A equals. And again, it's important that you don't mess up certain things like the rate right here. This. Because it's all going to build on itself, okay? I am going to have you compare. That I'm almost positive of. Okay? So amount is principal. $625. 1 plus the rate, 0.0725 raised to the 5th power. Okay? So the first thing you want to do is handle this right here. $1.0725 to the 5th power. Okay. Now this is where people kind of get stuck. Is doing the decimal right here. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. $1.0725. 1.0725. You're gonna hit, if you have an iPhone, you're gonna hit the X to the Y power button. And we're raising it to the 5th power. 5th power equals. That's an ugly number. Don't press anything yet, okay? We're going to take that ugly number and multiply it by 625. So you just hit times 625. And the only number we care about right here. Okay. 886.88. 886.88. And there you go. So the question will come up. Well, the question was at the beginning, where I got that much money, what type of account should I invest in? Obviously, a compound interest account. And you can write that out. Mendez should invest his money in a compound interest account. Some variation of that is fine. Okay? Any questions on this, guys? Any questions? How do you guys feel? This is a really good review. Like, I feel bad for anyone that missed this review. This review, if like you're paying attention and you're understanding, it's guaranteed A, I think. So please ask a question if you don't get something, okay? I taught you how to use the calculator, everything. So check it out. This is where I think some people are going to get messed up. I think people are going to mess up right here. So if you think that's going to be you, like, oh, I struggle with that. Check this out. Just do this. Teach you a little secret here, okay? Just on your calculator, do 1.0725, 1.0725, 1.0725, 1.0725, 1.0725. Just multiply that number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should get the same thing. Multiply it 5 times and you'll get it. Okay? Not 1.0725 times 5. No. This one. You know that little meme with Drake, you know? The no and then the yes? This is the yes right here. Okay? But, again, I showed you how to do it the other way. Just in case you are a little worried, okay? Yes, you will be able to use these notes on the test. Okay? Now, not guaranteed, but there might be an extra credit question on the test. There might not be. But there might be a part 2. So, if you have number 2, I might say, how much would Mendez have if he leaves the money for 20 years? Which, you know what? I do sometimes. I forget. I mean, I just leave money in there, whatever. So, then all you're going to do, check it out. You don't have to panic, nothing. I know you guys can't do this and this is kind of cheating, but I'm going to show you guys. Copy. All you literally have to do is erase the time. Time. That's not an answer anymore. That's not an answer anymore. Erase time. That's not an answer anymore. Erase time. Time. And that's not an answer anymore. And just replace it with your new number. We said 20 years, right? Everything else is still the same. So if I change the rate, you could change the rate yourself. You know how to do it. Okay? Just change it to 20. 20. This will give you a new answer. This will give you a new answer, new answer, new answer. But this will be 20 and this will be 20. Okay? Okay, so does anyone have any questions that I can get right now? This is my way of trying to help you guys. For those that people have been asking, like, how can they raise their grade like kind of faster? This is how you can do it. By doing well on the quizzes. Okay? It most likely will not be multiple choice. Just so you know.